that our time clock at the bottom was wrong. I apologize. He tuned in and saw it and said that our time clock had not been changed over. So we've got that fixed now. Um, so we're a little bit later than we were anticipating to start. So we're only going to have a short stream today, maybe 20, 30 minutes. We'll see, especially with the weather. Really didn't think we were going to get a chance to stream today, but it is remaining clear right now before we have some storms that'll be coming through later. And still trying to find where I put that game camera to put on our feeder. I haven't found it just yet. So if a bird comes up today, it's a surprise to us as well. Been out in the yard and have not heard or seen anything, but typically the first bird that gets here is pretty quiet and goes unnoticed for a while. Um, so, we're usually around the middle of the month, usually around mid March, they show up. But there are a lot of reports right now in our state, uh, all around us already, of people getting their first birds. So it could be any time now. Last year, we were a little bit jealous. There were so many reports all over the state before our first bird even got here. Our first ruby throated hummingbird got here on the 24th last year, and that was well after, like, I think maybe a week or two after our sighting from the previous year, later than average and later than a lot of people around us. So that we actually had our game camera out. We were streaming like we are now and never saw a bird until the morning of the 24th. So a little bit later last year, but it could be any time now, like I said, because we are seeing reports already. Hummingbird Central has a lot already for our state, so we'll be keeping our eyes out. But again, no personal observations outside yet, but streaming in the evening time like this is going to be our best bet to catch those birds filling up before they get ready for bed. So we will keep our eyes open here, and hopefully you all will get to join in with us to see our first bird. And we're pretty quick to let you all know whenever we do get our first one. Uh, our live stream, if it shows up on there, will be titled like that. We'll post pictures in community and probably make shorts and things like that too. But again, right now, to my knowledge, nobody here yet, but it could happen any day. So hopefully you all get to tune in and see our first bird get here. We see the ruby-throated hummingbird, and they migrate back across the Gulf. So we get them from about mid-March to mid-October. So they should be getting back here pretty soon, and they'll stay with us. They make their nesting grounds around here. Not only will they come through this area to go all the way up into Canada, but we'll have a lot of birds stay here with us and, watch over the feeders, nest in the area. There's lots of big pine trees and hardwoods around here they can go hide up in and hopefully raise lots of little ones. So we are welcoming them in now. We have our lucky red bandana in the background that helps kind of out here in the open. Not only is the feeder out here where they can see it pretty easily, but it helps further attract their attention. Everything, the little bandana, the ant guard, feeder, they're red. We don't use red dyes. We don't use store mix. It's just sugar and water. Keep it changed out and keep your feeders clean. We're going to step inside now and see if we have any hummingbirds today. Alright, everyone. It's time to call it a day here, and we'll get everything started for this evening. A little over a 30-minute stream today, but again, anytime now. We are seeing lots of reports coming in for the southeast now across the different hummingbird migration for sighting maps. So we're going to be keeping our eyes open every day. Thank you to my husband, if you're watching, for reminding me to fix our clock here and get our time straight. So check back with us now that we have this fixed around 5 or 6 Central Time. And there's a squirrel and a chipmunk over here to the left. They're looking around for food and they're just running around together. But check back with us around 5 or 6 Central Time, and we'll try to stream sometime around then if the weather permits to keep our eyes open for the hummingbirds. And then once they get here, hopefully we'll get some longer streams in depending on how the days go. But once they're here, we try to get in, an hour or 2 hour streams if we can, get everything charged up. And goodness gracious, the squirrels are making a ruckus. There's a bunch of them out here. But once we get the hummingbirds here with us, we'll stream for a little bit longer, and we'll also kind of alternate and maybe do some morning streams as well. It will be pretty slow going when they get here. Usually it's one bird for a little bit. A couple weeks later, the first female will get here. It's usually an adult male that shows up first. Adult female shows up usually a couple weeks after that. And then our really busy time is going to be around the July through September range. The females are finishing up nesting, and they start coming off the nest a little bit more around July. And then towards that September range, we're starting to see a lot of birds come back through as they migrate back south. So September, maybe a little bit into October, but around mid-October, they're usually pretty much funnel out of here. We're not really seeing any more birds, but again, it'll be a little bit slow. A little bit busy in the beginning when the females start to get here and the males are here. They're kind of all figuring out their place. Then a little bit slow as they start to nest. Once the females get here, the males usually start displaying pretty quickly. We've got some clips of that from last year, and it's really cool to see. We actually finally got a clip of one happening right by the feeder, and they'll start nesting, and they start coming off those nests about July range. So again, no visits for today, but it could be any time now. We appreciate you all watching with us, tuning in, and hopefully a few of you that are watching this live or watching after the fact, hopefully you'll be here when our first bird shows up at the feeders. Again, we'll update you all pretty quickly once we see them, but it might be a little bit throwing them off with all this bad weather we've got coming through the next few days, but we'll see how that impacts it, or if we do have a bird somewhere in between then show up. We hope you all have a great evening. Again, thanks for watching with us. Like we've mentioned a few video live streams back. Still can't believe we hit 1,000 this past year, and our subscribers have grown since then. It's amazing. We appreciate each and every one of you. And one of our big goals for this year, now that we've hit that mark, is to get our watch time up. So we're going to try to stream more, throw in a few longer videos and things like that. So look forward to sharing more, especially once the hummingbirds get here. We hope you all have a great evening, and as always, until next video or live stream, take care.